Hi everyone. Oh, I forgot about this one in the ground. But anyway, I recently got some new molds and I got this wooden styled one. I really love it. It came out really nice. It looks really cool. This one here is really awesome as well. It's a turtle with the design on it and it's squared. Oh, look at that. It's kind of like gold or something. Like gold shavings. Well, anyway, I did not put that in there. But it must be from the cement or some type of metal that accidentally got in there. Kind of looks like gold though, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, those and those look really cool. Those are like the ones that you would or people would normally buy at the store, like Home Depot or Lowe's. So those are really cool. Let me see here. Oh yeah, I got these pans through Facebook Messenger, no, Facebook Marketplace, and I was able to remove this one here out of the mold, and it came out really nice. It looks like almost like the moon. Just look at that. It looks cool. Like, makes me love concrete a lot more. And obviously that was the top of it, so it's not even and all that, but that's what will rest on the ground, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, and I just chipped it. Dang it. I wasn't trying to do all that. Anyway, so these were for like baking or whatever, cakes or whatever. I tried removing this one, couldn't get it out. I tried that one as well, couldn't get it out. And I haven't even tried that one. I didn't even attempt to. So it might be that this is not the best way to go with making these, but I love how they come out. I listed this one for $5. I was going to list these two for 10 and this one for like 20. And yeah, I got the puppy paw ones. I listed them for $10 each. And other than that, it's the same patterns that I've been having, the same stuff. I just have to figure out, who will buy this used broken concrete, or I need to use it as a filler. Anyway, oh yeah, and then I bought these stars, and the star broke on me already, so I tried to demold it and it broke, but I could still use this side. So that fucking sucks ass. And the ladybug one, this is the reason why I started recording, because I just painted it all black, and obviously I didn't finish the job. I didn't paint it all the way, because what I'm attempting to do and what I did do is I created more strength to protect the ladybug, because right now they sell them like this. I just demolded it right there. Boom. So, and then I had the little staples. The staples are, the paper clips, staples. The paper clips are so when they go in the concrete, they'll get stuck to this one right here. And I basically pour this one with concrete and it comes out like this. Because if someone steps on this right now, it's going to break. It's going to crack. And I noticed that that's what's happening with these. these turtle ones here, these here. So they need more of a, depth, like these right here. This here is at 2 inches. And I think that's what we should be going for, not, 1 inch. This is super, super thin. If you measure it from experience now, that's way too thin. That's only 1 inch right there, 1 inch. So, and then it has this little crease in here, which if you apply any pressure, obviously it's going to give right there. So it needs at least to be like, boom, like that thick, honestly. And then it will really be worth the $10, and I really wouldn't mind pouring these and selling them for $10, even if I am using a little bit more concrete. Because, we're selling, like, okay, people are taking the time to mix the concrete. They're selling good stuff. I'm not complaining about the design at all, but I am complaining about the thickness, and the quality is always going to be good because it's concrete. And some people don't like, air bubbles. Some people do. This one here has air bubbles, but some people don't mind, the stuff with the air bubbles. But if you have some that don't have air bubbles, then obviously they use a vibrating table or something. But that's really irrelevant. I mean, I think the main thing is making these thicker. Because look at here, the body of it, the shell, it almost goes to an inch 0.5, an inch and a half from here to here. So that's thick, right? And then we notice there's a drop, and a drop here on the head. So obviously I'm getting a lot that are getting damaged. And this one I broke. I threw it like on here or something, or I threw a rock on it. But other than that, like, I mean, they're great turtles and people love them. And what I do, like, what I'm gonna start recommending is for people to put them like this into the ground, into the dirt. Because this person came and I told them the same thing, to put them in the dirt. So basically the lifespan or whatever, they can be prevented from breaking. Because I could put full weight right here, nothing's happening. It doesn't give it any room to bend down. Like, the legs, if someone steps on it, it's going like that. The whole turtle's going like that. So that's how they're breaking. And I have some in here. See this one right here? That one is broken right there. So that one, I was basically keeping it to sell for a lesser price, like $5 or $3, like, because it's broken, it's cracked. See, and that's why I've been putting the paper clips to save them, from preventing this from detaching itself. So that's the reason why I had to buy the paper clips in the first place. And that's just to prevent that from happening. So, anyways, all that being said, that is the reason why I'm adding this like 2-inch base. This is actually more than 2 inches. Like, this is, wow, like well over 2.5. because the ruler has a line right there, so it's a little bit, yeah, a little bit over, yeah, or just about. So yeah, so this here, what I would recommend for people to do is to bury them, to bury this, like maybe to here, or like leaving it out a little bit. And this here will be green. And then obviously the body will be red and then the eyes white. And then if you step on it or someone steps on it, it won't be likely to crack and break. And obviously my hands are super dirty, but there's ways to seal these concrete stepping stones. Once they're painted, they can be sealed with a sealer, with a clear coat. There's ways to protect these and to use them for other experiments. Like, even though I put it in here, someone can put this like in one of these even, or like, I don't know, like in other projects, just like how I did here. I put that in there, because I could step on this one all day long, it's not going to break. This one, it will break. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with everyone. And basically, just so we could all be aware. And if we are purchasing new molds, for us to consider that, or making new molds even. Because I got this. Okay, let's talk about the thickness, right? This here, the wooden one, this one, it drops down to like 2.5. You see that? It's almost 2 inches. So these will last a long time, and it will require more pressure. So that's the main goal here, is to make them at least 2 inches thick to be worth your money and your investment. Like this homemade one I made. Let me see. I made it almost 2 inches. But it's not. But it's about 2 inches. Whoa. And I wanted to make... See, and I have these skulls. I just dropped one, that's why I picked it up. But I have these skulls, and I'm thinking about doing the same thing. Like putting them into concrete. And then this one, I made that indentation. Like if this skull human person got, shot or something. And then look at the gold teeth. Because real humans paint their teeth gold. Anyway, so let's stay focused here. So obviously, like, even this one here, these gold blocks, gold things that I have, I'm making them out of these cooking pans. Good Cook. And it's 12 inches by 5 inches. And that's my gold stuff here. And this is the one I've been using for an extended period of time. And it doesn't matter if they're rusted like this, they still work. And they still produce good quality stuff. Like this one I just pulled out. You know, I just pulled that one out, but I was touching it with my dirty gloves, so it got all super dirty. But I mean, we can spray paint them gold, and then I'm planning on putting the bench. Oh, and talking about the bench, I sat on it too soon and it broke. See, so it needs more support. No, it needs more like thickness, and it needs to have a lot of time to cure. Because I weigh 140, I sat on it and it broke immediately. So, and this here is what, like 3 feet by like 7 or 8 inches. So, yeah, they need more thickness. And that one, it probably broke because I needed more support in there. Or, anyway, I got some new ones. Look at, I bought this one for $10 on Facebook Marketplace. And then it came with these 4. And this one, but I'm not even planning on using this one. So I might throw it into one of my concrete statues just for support or something later on. And then these I can start making some small little gold blocks, smaller ones. Even this one here, this one, you know, the thickness here is obviously pretty thick, and then it drops a little bit, and then this height here is equivalent to the height in here around this little design that goes up a little bit. So, you know, I haven't really had any problems with those yet, and I haven't really been stepping on them. But like if the floor is uneven, like right here there's a rock, and well, I just took this one out, but if I show you guys real quick, I think I took out 3 of them right now. So this one has been curing. Well, obviously that's too much of a jiggle or whatever, or wiggle. Yeah, but it's good. It's pretty firm. It's not, my weight is not breaking it. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, this one, I think they did a good job. I think it's just when there's a crease, you know, it's like scoring glass with a glass cutter thing. And then all you have to do is go like that and it'll snap off. So I'm thinking maybe it's the same thing with the concrete. And I just don't want to be selling stuff and getting people angry at me because, you know, they think I'm selling them something bad. So we have to make sure that the molds are the right thickness. Even if they're heavy, they could just be buried down a little bit further. 2 inches or more is not that bad for a little hole, you know, to level the ground off to put that. Because these people are spending $9 on each turtle. A guy came, he picked up, I think it was 20 of them, like nothing. You know, he probably bought them for his daughter or his family, you know. But after a while, if they start breaking like this, it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck are we fucking doing? It's fucking bullshit. And I believe that's exactly what the fuck they're saying. Like, it's a bunch of bullshit. See, so let's look at this one. This flower one, well, it has like a oval radius inside, so I can't really determine the thickness of this one unless I like put something flat here and here. Okay, so that is level and is going to roughly, the stupid markers over here, so it's going to like, oh, 1.5 inches at least. Yeah, 1.5 inches. Somewhere around 1.5 inches. Because if I lift it to 2 inches, obviously that's way too much of a curve. And then if I drop it at 1 inch, that's way too much of a slope down. So it's roughly like around there, like 1.5 inches. So these happen to be okay. And I've been using these as a base to hold all the other ones. And there's even one here that I kind of buried, but I put it down so I could put other stuff, like one of my other molds on top of it, so they just won't be on the ground. Because I noticed, like, when people come over and they take one of my molds, one of these things, see, like over here, this one has bird shit because of the tree, but you know, sometimes I would pick them up and they'll be like that with a bunch of bugs and stuff. So I didn't want that. So that's why I put them down first, because this is not concrete. It's nothing but dirt. So, you know, I don't have a shop where I could be all professional and doing all this and, you know, in a professional setting. Yet, at least. Anyway, so I'm going to try to remove this address plaque thing, and I might as well, see, ladybug. And even if I dropped it right now, which I'm not trying to, but even if I dropped it, it probably won't break. That's awesome, right? That's what we want. Okay, so I got it out, and I need to put it somewhere flat. Or level. First of all, I need to wet it, clean it. once it's buried, it could be churned slightly like this because for some reason it's because the base wasn't at a 90-degree angle. So I need to work on that, but still. This will still work. And this here is where the address number will go. And I'm using some gloss 2400E black paint that I bought at Walmart. And this is all water-based. And that's it. So I did the black coat on it. And now I just have to put an address on there and it's good to go. Yeah, that will last for years. Anyway, so this here is my homemade mold out of the dirt. And if you want to do it more professional, you have to find a backing which will act like the base. So I could, the whole cement stuff can rest on it. See? At first it was in here like this. And then I lifted it up, and you want a good base. This is the base. This is where all the concrete will be sitting on this. So if you do dig a hole, that's why I wanted to put this piece of wood, but there's no tools here. And you want to be able to, you know, raise this and even put some wood going this way. And then, you know, like kind of like a square. And then fill some dirt halfway, midpoint up, going down. And when you pour the concrete in there, you want to raise it all the way up here. And then over here, you want to add dirt. So it could have that peak. Like this. And then the bottom, it goes thicker. See, I should have dug a little bit further down. But I just didn't know the dimensions. I couldn't really eyeball it that well. But either way, I mean, this will, you know, sell. Definitely sell. Especially with some, you know, some black paint. You know, like this one. And yeah, it'll look really nice. I mean, and even this, like right here, it can be broken a little bit, chipped off. Doesn't have to be perfect. So this is a work in progress. See that? Definitely a work in progress. So yeah. Yep. Whoa, I almost tripped on this bag. So much stuff back here. My God. But yeah, like I said,